Let's get down to the truth, shall we? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a tragic quote-unquote car accident, and I'll explain why I used quotation marks in a minute. But there was a tragic car accident in Southern California, Los Angeles, where a woman was speeding going 90, 100 miles an hour through an intersection, and as a result, she collided with other vehicles. Her car or other cars set on fire right away, and she killed at least 6, if not 7 people, including an unborn baby and other innocent men, women, and children. Now, this story is really tragic, really crazy, but there are quite a few rumors that are unsubstantiated, talking about, oh, she was drunk, she just got in a fight, all types of things. Let's get down to the truth and go from there. And before I go down that rabbit hole, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you'll see local news media out there in Los Angeles covering the story. You'll get some background. You may even see the actual accident. If I can't show the accident on YouTube, I'll place that in the description box so you can see it in full from there. But after we get done watching that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what was said and done there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents and my deep detail analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, Nicole Linton was in court just a short time ago. Let's go to some video so you can see what it looked like in the courtroom there. She wasn't ready to make a plea. She did, however, ask for more time. Her attorneys asked for a continuance that was granted. More on that in a moment. This on the same day charges were announced by District Attorney George Gascon.
Ms. Nicole Linton will be charged with six counts of murder and 5 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter.
The district attorney says the 6 murder counts pertain to the 5 people killed in last Thursday's horrific crash at South La Brea and Slauson. The dead include 23-year-old Asher Ray Ryan, her almost 1-year-old son Alonzo, her unborn son, and the father of that unborn child. As for driving under the influence,
there is no evidence of any alcohol use at this point.
But DA Gascon says that's still under investigation.
I was on the street there.
And the accident happened right in front of your eyes?
Right in front of my face.
Latricia Tucker says last Thursday she saw that speeding car.
She was driving really fast.
She watched in shock as the driver, Nicole Linton, crashed into 2 cars.
Her vehicle sheared a car that exploded into flames.
The fire was really hot.
Otherwise, she believes she could have been killed.
Preliminary investigation shows that Linton may have been traveling at approximately 90 miles an hour when she ran through a solid red light.
Meanwhile, at the intersection's makeshift memorial, people continue stopping and leaving flowers, balloons, stuffed animals, and personal messages.
I think it's very sad that this happened. It was for no reason, and now all of these people are dead, and it's so senseless.
Painful.
Absolutely, it's a tragedy.
The judge set 2 future dates in court for her. No bail was granted today, as we mentioned. There will be a bail review coming up on August the 15th, and on October 26th, her arraignment will continue.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, there's a lot there. And before I continue, I want to say rest in peace to all those who passed away, and prayers out to the families, because I know it's hard. I saw an interview with one of the kids' fathers on television, and it was heartbreaking. It really was. It's terrible. You got little kids, unborn babies, adults, and others who were injured and didn't die, including Miss Nicole Linton, who was driving the Mercedes-Benz that crashed into the crowd and killed all those people. Now, there's rumors going on, but before we get to the rumors, let's get to the facts. What do we know about Miss Nicole Linton? What was not said in the news clip? Well, she's a traveling nurse who I think lives in Houston, Texas, but I believe she's from California. You understand? So she probably got a job out there in Texas, moved out there, traveling nurse, and happened to be back in California. Why was she in California? Why was she right there? And what was that? La Brea, Slauson, like in the hood, the black area. I don't really know why she was there. Family, friends, significant other, who knows? But that's not really important. But understand that she was in Houston living, but I think she's from California. Now, how do I know that? Well, California Highway Patrol says she has 13 other crashes under her record. 13 other crashes, not just traffic violations, but 13 other crashes. So at a certain point, it's like, okay, when do you have your license revoked? This is part of this whole catch and release thing. And then what I want to know is, do you have any DUIs on your record? Do you have drugs? What's going on? Now, there was a rumor I got to address. Somebody that claimed to be her friend, quote unquote, was on television talking about, oh, well, Nicole, she had been drinking and she got into an argument or something like that. The main thing, I'm not sure about the argument, but the main thing was the drinking. But there's been no evidence of any kind of alcohol found on the scene. Like that's no evidence of that. So that is probably not true. Okay. Then there's a rumor about, well, it was over a man. That's possible. They're saying that it was over a man and she tried to commit suicide. I don't know. It's possible because she also has a documented history of mental health problems, severe mental health problems. So you got somebody that has severe mental health problems, 13 other crashes. So it's no surprise to me that this whole thing happened. Again, I say prayers out to the families and those who lost their loved ones, but am I surprised here? No, I'm not. This person needs to get put up under the penitentiary. Maybe the mental health would help. But I think at a certain point, if you want to treat someone's mental health problem, you should do that before they go out and kill 6, 7 people, however many it was. Because I'm not really sure I already counting it. I think it might have been 6 adults that died. But if you include the unborn baby, that's 7. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe there were 5 adults. But I know there's 6 charges on her back. And I think she won't come home anymore. George Gascon went ahead and charged her. Surprisingly enough, I mean, this one, you couldn't really, you got 6, 7 dead bodies. You can't say, oh, well, let her out with no bail. No. She has to go up under the penitentiary. Mental health problems, okay, that's fine. Everyone has challenges. But you can't just say, oh, I have mental health issues. Therefore, I can kill 6 adults and an unborn baby and get away with it. I can break the laws of the road and go 100 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone right there in the city in Los Angeles, crash through an intersection, 2 or 3 cars catch on fire as a result of what I did. I'm surprised she's living. Like, I thought when the story first broke that she was dead, because if you saw that actual, that collision, it looked like she would die too. I'm surprised she didn't shoot through the windshield. It was crazy. Like, that whole thing was totally nuts. But this might just be an issue of the soft on crime. If you have 13 crashes up under your record, I mean, what are you doing on the road? What are you doing on the road? And you should actually get locked up at a certain point, but maybe that's not, maybe the crashes weren't her fault. I don't know. I don't think getting into a car crash is that common. Not common enough to have 13 for one individual person. So yeah, go up under the penitentiary. Don't come home no more. I don't want to hear no, mental health excuse. No, that should have been addressed and dealt with before she went out there and killed all those people. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what said you? How do you feel about what's going on here? Do you think that this was preventable because you got 13 crashes, mental health issues? Was it preventable? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. What do you think actually happened? Because that's still kind of a gray area. We have some facts. We know that she was going over 100 miles an hour in the on the street. We know that the speed limit was 35 miles an hour, so that's very fast. It's too fast. She went straight through a red light, hit a bunch of cars, killed people. She has a documented history of mental health problems. We know all these things, but what do you think was going on beyond that? Was it a suicide attempt? Was it because she was distressed over her boyfriend? Was it because she didn't really care about anybody on the road because she already had 13 crashes up under her belt? Just wanted to do whatever she wanted to do regardless. Had no regard for the lives of others. Like, what's going on here? All I know is that this maybe could have been prevented if you don't allow someone with 13 crashes on their record and just go out here and do whatever they want in society. I don't think that all those crashes were the fault of the other person. Like, because statistically speaking, probability speaking, it doesn't make any sense. It's rare to get into a vehicle accident, and it's even more rare to have 13 of them under your record. So what's going on here? I can't tell, but whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.